I really enjoyed RocketMan, and I say that with a slight element of surprise, as I wasn't sure I was going to like this. This is a Disney film from 1997. It's directed by Stuart Gillard. It's written by Craig Mazin and Greg Erb, and we have a cast including Harland Williams as Fred. And the reason I didn't think I'd like it was because the narrative just didn't sound appealing to me. I generally don't care about films about space exploration. It's just not something that appeals to me for the most part. But this worked so well because it was quite funny, and Fred is a really brilliant character. IMDb describes Fred as a geeky spacecraft designer. At the start of the film, we learn that there is a problem with some of the software in the navigation system for this spacecraft, and the person who created this system was Fred. So they bring him to try and solve this, and one thing leads to another, and he ends up getting encouraged to go on this mission. This is a mission to Mars, and a lot of the film is him being put through the training, which I thought was very fun. Really enjoyed that part of it, with the question, of course, will he make it to Mars? And I'm not going to answer that question. The narrative itself is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I still won't pretend that I absolutely adored the concept. I didn't like it, but as I said, this kind of narrative in general just doesn't appeal to me very much, just purely a personal preference thing. However, as I said, Fred is a very likeable character. I thought he was really good fun. I really enjoyed the journey from his perspective, and we get comedy from other characters as well, not just Fred. But for me, he was definitely the selling point here. And that's not to say I didn't enjoy any of the aspects of the narrative. I did, but as I said, I'm not going to pretend that it completely spoke to me and that I loved every second of it, purely down to personal preference. The pacing is pretty good. The characters are well written. The performance is very good. I like the set design of, well, all of it actually, the training aspect of it, the location where they were training, and the other, I don't want to give too much away, but the other parts of the set I quite liked as well. So visually quite an engaging film. Characters are great. Fred is brilliant. A decent narrative that appealed to me more than I thought. And if you like this kind of film, I think you'll really enjoy it. RocketMan was much better than I expected based on my personal interests. And needless to say, I'm very happy to recommend it.